welcome to Art and Chatting, the open concept art stream in which we just hang out, do some art, and chat. Hence Art and Chatting. And welcome. I am your host, your artist, your local artist. It is showtime, and yes, we have The Last of Us. No, there are going to be some more, but we're not going to be doing it on the streams. We're going to be doing some bookmarks like these babies right here that I just finished last week. So we got a jellyfish, and we got a beautiful dragon. I liked how this dragon came out. Very cute. And let's see who is in the chat. I hope everybody's been having a great time. And we have bookmarkers and the streaming Tabitha. Thank you so much, mademoiselle. I hope you're having a lovely evening. And it's the great Dunedin. Both of you, no, not yet. Dunedin's bookmark is still not in the mail. It will be in the mail tomorrow, though, which is a really good thing. I have it ready, but I still haven't dropped it off. I did drop off Tabitha's this morning. Sorry, not this morning, this afternoon. So it's just a few hours more before Dunedin's bookmark is in the mail. And we shall see. I hope you guys like what you're gonna get. So yes, I dedicated the entire month to watercolor. So I've been looking for it every day. Sorry, my good man. I apologize. I didn't have a few things ready. So I like to send my little giveaways with something more, which is a nice letter or a nice thing. And oh no, look at that. Your browser has lost connection to your camera. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we've been having, there it is. Okay. We've been having some technical issues. My poor little laptop is now dying, unfortunately. So, yes. But just remember that Canada Post, unfortunately, was on strike. Maria the Orc. Actually, it's not Maria the Orc. It is. Wait a minute. I have the name. That's my Dungeons and Dragons name. My Dungeons and Dragons character, and her name is lost because I can't find it now. I had it, and now I lost it. I had it somewhere. Eathar, there she is. Her name is Eathar, the half-orc. So it's Jay, the elite fan. How are you, good sir? Let me just show you some not so great things that I did recently in bookmarks. You probably remember this one here. This one didn't come out. I wanted to be bold, and it just didn't work out. So yeah, that one there. This one didn't come out right because I don't know why, but when I lined it out, it was just me, not that. And then this one, I could finish this one. I like how the I'm gonna put this up a little bit more. There it is. I like how the sky created it, but the mountains just didn't appeal to me. So I kind of was like, me. I might finish it. Maybe it'll look better when it's finished. I don't know, but not tonight. Tonight we're gonna do something different. Tonight we're gonna make some bookmarks, but I'm gonna finishing this one. I don't know what I'm gonna put on here. I'm gonna make let's make some, like, I wanted to do Year of the Snake, but I'm out of ideas for snakes. So, and snakes are supposed to be easy. They're not easy. They're so not easy to do. I don't know how people think it's easy, but snakes are not that easy to do. So what we can do is we can do some galaxy bookmarks. I've never done galaxy bookmarks. I've been wanting to do them, like a nebula and stuff like that. It looks cool. So the sky is akin to the color palette Studio Ghibli used. Oh, and thank you, kind lady. Oh, really? This one here. Huh. I never really thought of it. I did like how like the blue, and you can't really see it, can you? There it is. Okay, so you can see now the shadow of my hand is actually, it's better captured by the camera. So yes, so that's the whole point of watercolor. That's real watercolor like technique right there. And there it goes again. I don't know why. Um, and there I am. Hi everybody. This is my studio. You can see here my camera. So unfortunately, so let's see what happened with the camera. Oh my gosh. You see? Hi everybody. I am definitely, I don't know why the camera's gone. There it is. Now you guys know how to see me. Anyway, let's get to work before it starts doing something different. That was so that was so weird. Okay, so we have, what do we have? I don't know what we have. Let's see here. I got my Pinterest. Pinterest is always good. Pinterest is our friend. So again, we're gonna do some. Oh, okay. Maybe we can do some sunset watercolors, but let's go for Galaxy first. So we're going to be doing some wet on wet techniques. So I'm just dabbling in the watercolor, which is kind of yellow. That's because I didn't clean my brush, but that's okay because we're going to be using like dark blues and like really strong colors. So you know what's missing in this beautiful scene? Music. I put some nice beautiful music here in just a moment. So you can see here how it's kind of dribbling down. That's real technique in watercolor water like wet on wet. I'm going to pull down my just bear with me just a minute. Oh, okay, it doesn't go any further. So I was just accommodating my sketching table, but it doesn't want to accommodate, so we'll just leave it at that and we'll see what happens. Anyway. Oh, please. Yes, Tabitha. That'd be so sweet. Just a weekend. A weekend of art. That would be just so nice. I tried to do that with a bunch of friends, but everything kept kind of getting in the way. So I wasn't able to do that. A friend of mine had not a cabin, but a house, and she was living in it for a while she was doing remote work. So finish all our projects. We'd be there for a few years, and if I went and finished all my projects there. Not a few years, okay, a few months. I'd probably be there a few months. I wouldn't be there. It'd probably take me a lot more than just a week. Don't deny it, Tabitha. You would probably be having the same issue. Besides, most likely, I would be starting off new projects, not finishing them. Facts, man, facts. Oh, really? I'm gonna pull up this. Oh, and sorry, JM. Let's see here. Funny enough, I just finished watching Porco Rosso before I came in. It's about planes and flight. Oh, cool. That's awesome. And Dreamy Thomas, I told my chat about our classes and they were super. Oh, that'd be yes. So we're cooking up some stuff. Kudos to Tabitha who thought of it. We're cooking up some stuff here for both our channels. By the way, happy Cara Dune Day today. Gina Carano. It's the Gina Carano Day. I really like. You guys know how I love Cara Dune, the character. She was so fabulous. But yeah. So, and Tara Crystal, hello, my good sir. Thank you so much. Hey, Maria, just ordered some more bookmarks for you. Wow, cool. Thank you. Ooh. So I'm going to be stocked with bookmarks. Looks like I got to do more. Well, you guys will be happy to know I have some exciting news. And tomorrow it is coming. I just purchased my Asus ProArt 32-inch monitor today. And I'm expecting it tomorrow. I'm really excited because that is it. First of all, it's a big issue. I'm starting my upgrade. So I'm starting my upgrade on I'm starting my upgrade for my computer. My friends, my book buddies, and one of my besties from work, they're like, yeah, you should do it. Especially one of them knows about monitors and stuff like that. He recommended me the Asus 32-inch. He said, you do it for your art. So it's a very, very big buy, very expensive. And if not tomorrow, next week, I will be buying my new MacBook Mini to go with it. I've asked, again, my bestie from work, who is a beautiful, beautiful soul. She's going to help me out, going to accompany me, because it's like, you get nervous, like, So yes, we're going to be upgrading soon. It's going to be kind of a trip between, between monitors. I've had this little laptop here for 7 years, but it is a 2012 model. So yes. Now here's the trick, and I should have seen this coming. When you purchase a MacBook Mini, all it comes is with the power cord. That's all it comes with. So you have to add, obviously, keyboard, and which I won't because I can't, not at the moment at least. But you have to add a keyboard. You have to add a obviously a monitor, which I now have. You have to add a mouse. You have to add cables, like USB cables. So I mean, that's the whole point of the issue. You get this really fabulous discount on things, but then it doesn't come with everything, so you have to purchase that. So yeah. So it's going to be a little bit by bit. I'm obviously not going to purchase a keyboard from Mac. I'm going to get it from Amazon, the one that cost me like $40, which is a good keyboard, I think. Again, it's on my Amazon wish list, so you can see, but that's the keyboard that I'm going to get. And it comes with a mouse. But the big stuff is already, that's it. That's the big stuff is on its way. So we're going to see, and I'm going to be able to do not only this stuff. Actually, I really like how this I really like how this is looking. Not only am I going to be able to do like the traditional stuff, I'm going to be able to do my Procreate. I'm going to be able to use my OBS to videotape all the stuff. I'm going to be able to use. I'm a really big fan of 3D sculpting, and there's a I started learning a few years ago. I'm going to turn this around so we can talk this one here. I started using what is it called? This free program, absolutely free out there for 3D sculpting, which is called Blender. So I started using Blender. I actually learned how to use Blender to a certain extent, but now my little laptop on my computer here, didn't allow for the new versions of. So I wasn't able to update, and I wasn't able to use the new system, so I couldn't actually use it. And rendering is terrible on this little computer because it doesn't even have GPU. So it was like, okay, I need to change. So yeah, exciting, super exciting stuff coming your way to a YouTube channel near you. So yeah, I know. I was like shaking, sort of like when I purchased the thing, because it was like, oh my gosh, I just like used almost $700. I used more than $700 right now. It's like, oh, I was So, and my laptop, it still has Windows 7. I only, so for example, my laptop, I'm not going to give it in because I know you can get a good price if you give in your laptop. I will not be giving my laptop because I love this laptop. It still has a CD player, but I will be using it for traveling. So yeah, I mean, why am I gonna? Is it this one that I like? No. Yeah, so. And yeah, Apple's really nickel and diming people for accessories. I mean, they do have to make money. I understand that. However, it's kind of sad that that they can only that you have to do all of that just to get a decent round of things in order to make your your things work. So. But I do understand why they do it. So yeah, and it's actually like you said, it's any company at that point, and like they're all making profits out of you just come with this, but you need this, and this in order to make it function correctly. So I'll be able to use OBS perhaps and get a little bit more zooming in of stuff. So I'm really excited for this. So yeah, I mean, exactly, that's what I was thinking. Just use it for light surfing, storing pics, checking emails. I have Word on this one. I will not be having Word on the other one because I don't want to purchase Microsoft for now. If I have Google Docs, which I use a lot, there's really no need for me to buy Microsoft Word. It doesn't come with it. Of course, it doesn't come with it. But Google Docs is free. So why am I going to kill myself buying, for now, something that I can just purchase? Something that I can just use for free. So, yeah. Okay, this one here, what are we going to do? What do we want? Let's look at some other. But yeah, so thank you so much, Terrific. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. I can't do an unboxing, unfortunately. So, oh, wow, look at this. Jacob Einstein. Hello, dropping saying, hey, before Roman Empire starts, have a good one. Thank you so much. Have a great stream over there. I was on his channel a few months back. It was amazing. We did, what do we do? One of the episodes of the X-Files. It had been years since I watched the X-Files. It was crazy. It was so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on so much. It was really, really nice. That was pretty fun. So yeah. Let's go for my favorite colors, which is pink. I love pink. Here it is. Here's my thing. This is my little glassy, one of my Best Buys things. It cost me $10, which is porcelain. That palette. There it is. Porcelain palette, so that I can. All right, so let's go again for wet on wet. So I vaguely remember calling my mother watching X-Files when I was younger. I remember the main themes. Oh, so yes, I am still a big X-File fan. I really like the show. I haven't watched it in a long time, but after I watched when I was on Jacob Ironside's channel there, watching it, I was with Beard of Liberty and another one of his co-hosts. I was thinking, it's like, wow, I haven't watched this in a long time, and it's such a great show. You know, it's Mulder and Scully. It's one of in the first season we watched it, so it was great. It's like, why don't they make shows like this anymore? It's so sad. Great shows, man. Great shows back in the day. We really had some nice quality stuff back in the 90s. You can't really beat it. Oh, you've never seen the X-Files? You know what, Tabitha? I think you would like it. I genuinely think you would like the X-Files. It's a mystery show, and at the same time, it's detective and strange objects, flying objects. Sci-fi. It's between sci-fi and detective, which is pretty awesome. I think you would really enjoy it. So, my sis had a big X-File website. That's when the web was still new and the show was starting to become an internet phenomenon. So, hey, Mims of Destruction. Hello, good sir. Good evening. I hope you're having a wonderful night, wonderful day. I am definitely having a better day now. I have to be honest, my week has not been good. And I'm so happy to be streaming now because it is, it's just blowing off steam and just, relaxing with stuff that I like and hanging out with amazing people like you. So it's like, yes, it's Thursday. I can finally stream and I can hang out. And yes, memes, you're right. The truth is out there. Let's go for a really dark purple now. Because later we're going to be putting in some white stars. Yes, thank you. It has been, wow, it's been quite a week. And I'm just so happy that the weekend is almost here. As you guys know, Thursday is my happy day. And that is because I do really enjoy streaming, and I wish I could do this more often than not. Like for me, once a week is now becoming, it's like, can we have some more? But time is not in my favor right now, so Tara Coastal is I liked the first episodes of X-Files. Then it became aliens exist, the government is covering up, especially abductions. Well, I have to say, I loved the movie. Oh gosh, the movie was so good. I loved it. X-Files, the movie, the first one. I thought it was a fantastic movie. Because the whole point is that Mulder is convinced that there are aliens, and they took his sister, and that's why he's in the X-Files, because he wants to find his sister. And then in the movie, it's like they find all that stuff, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. I really enjoyed the movie. I loved it. I would probably watch it again. Let's put some really wacky here things. Like real feathers. Not sure how I'm going to laminate that, but it'll look cool. It'll look nice. Okay, so we got our 3 nice bookmarks here. Watercolor, wet on wet technique. I like it. I like how it ended. So now comes the scary part, is what to do next. Because we could just leave it there, but that's boring. We want something more. So there was a movie called Backflash with Robert Patrick. He says he plays a video store owner. In the store is a poster of X-Files movie, and he was later in the TV show. Sweet. Now that's smart. That's really cool. You have your own poster in a movie, and then you end up being in that other movie. Nice. Okay, so I think the safest thing that we can do first is to outline. I'm not even sure if I want to outline this first. What we can do is we can do like a drawing of a dragon in there, or a snake. You have the snake. Can't believe those 2 bookmarks left in a shippy, and they're going to be given as Valentine's Day gifts. A colleague of mine bought it because her husband is Year of the Snake and he reads a lot. And he's like, "Oh, I love this. I'd love to give those to my husband." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, if you want them." "How much?" I told her the price. She paid me a little bit more. She always likes to give me tips. Nice. Happy, you know. They didn't even make it to my... Let's see. Perhaps the background could be blue, like feathers floating down on the stream. Could be, yes. Let's look at some dragon ideas. I want to make this one like a dragon in there somewhere because dragons are awesome. See, but I don't want to get rid of this, so I'm going to save it. I have something here. So dragon drawings. And I really like flying dragons as well. Flying dragons. Something kind of like what I did here. I really liked how this one turned out. It's super cute. So that's why I want to try to do something like that here. With loops down. Yeah. In this case, it's his little, it's kind of like a sort of, I don't know, silhouette-ish. But I did this with shiny, with my super duper watercolor, my shiny the metallic ones here. I did it with this one, and then I did it with the other one that I got from Temu, which actually, kudos to Temu on this one. These ones are great. These are so good. They really mark out like the metallic. It really comes out. It really does stick to the paper. So that was a really lucky buy on Temu. I think you can buy them on Amazon, but more expensive now. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I really like the vibes on that one. So I'm just trying to find some inspiration to be able to draw here. I'm flipping down some Pinterest. Pinterest is my friend. Like I said, I love Pinterest. It just gives me great ideas. Let's see, flying dragon. Silhouettes are also a good idea. And like Tabitha once said, it's like dragons, you can't go wrong with dragons because they're mythical creatures, hence they can be any way that you want. Oh, that's cute. I saw like a dragon with like a flowery, I don't know, flowery thingies, no? A dragon with no arms or legs. He's like a big worm with wings. Wyverns. Wyverns, I think, are starting to be my favorite ones. I'm sorry. Yes, Tabitha. We all love dragons. No? Or a dragon with butterfly wings. That would be a good idea, actually. I just saw one here. So I'm trying to get inspired. Like a dragon. I see a dragon with butterfly ears. With butterfly ears. Yeah, ears, especially with butterfly wings. So, but this gives me like a I don't know, like a different vibe. Just gonna put some stuff away here. So let's see. Oh, let's see. What does the Mrs. Dunadan say, or should I call her like Arwen? Can I call her Arwen since you are the Dunadan? So let's see here. So my wife says that since the yellow one is already so bright, she draw a sun with a dragon flying into the sunrise. It's true. It's true. I was going to go for like a fire dragon. So oh, I have not seen this. Grundabel's apostle form in Berserk is really an interesting dragon design. Ah, okay. Let's look at fire dragons. Maybe I can find something there. Fire dragons. Kind of like a phoenix. Something snake-like. Okay. Oh, okay. This is from Dreamstock. So this is like AI. But this one's pretty cool. Okay. So now what I gotta do is I'm gonna pull it down. So I just put it down so that I can have it here, and then I can look at the chat at the same time. There we go. Okay. All right, so here comes the scary part. Okay. A dragon with a metal tipped tail. It's smaller, so it needs protection. It's true also. So what I'm gonna do is, so bear with me for a moment. Well, you guys can't really see it, which is a good thing. If this turns out to be a mess, it's gonna be very sad. No, I'm not liking how this. No, not liking it. You guys can't really see it, I think, which is a good thing. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Good. I don't want you to see it. It just looks terrible. But this is the frustration. This is the real struggle, ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes of all these amazing, works of art. Works of art are not easy. I know, I learned more. Okay, I only see some spots. Good. Don't look at it. It's good that you didn't see too much. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try with something else. This is the head. This is like the cheekbone here. This is the snout. Big cheekbone here. I think it was too big, but that's okay. You know what a big factor also is? Inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, it's real. It's a thing. Inspiration does exist. And when you are inspired, everything just looks so amazing. Right now, I ain't inspired. I'm working off fumes of inspiration. So this is it really looks like a wolf's head. Well, yeah, I guess so. That actually gave me an idea. A dragon with wolf characteristics represent an untamed essence of nature. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, why not? Oh, how about a dragon covered in cat fur? In the spring and summer, it completely sheds, looking like an actual. That's another idea. You reminded me of one of a story called Cat Skinella. Oh, that's something I have to tell you guys as well. Some of you know, and some of you have oh, this one can have the butterfly wings. Okay. So some of you know that I am a professional storyteller. I do performances. When I'm asked to, obviously. I haven't done a performance in about a year, literally. And recently, the Toronto Public Library has one of the branches got in touch with me for a possible presentation. So when I saw the email, I'm like, oh, yeah. However, there's always a however with public libraries. However, when I was reading the email, I saw that she was asking for a free performance because she had no more budgeting. Now, usually I'm pretty chill with that kind of stuff because heck, I really want to practice my art. But unfortunately, last year, when I did the presentation for the public library, I never got paid. They said they were going to pay me, then I never got paid. It was really not the librarian's fault. But because the library had just been hacked. There was a big issue with a big hack with all the system, and sensitive information came out, stuff like that. So they were rebooting the system, and I just happened to have performed during those days. So yeah, I was never paid for my presentation. So I've been kind of on the fence on this one here. All this because of the cat fur. So it reminded me of a story. All this to say was it reminded me of a story called Catskinella, which is one of the 500 versions of Cinderella that are out there. Let's make it a wyvern. Let's make this one a wyvern. But with butterfly wings. Or we could just make it a normal one. Just make it, yeah, so I've been kind of on the fence on this one. I have written to my storytelling colleagues in Scotland and in Ireland, and by accident in Germany, because I didn't really want to write to one specific storyteller. Like I wasn't thinking of asking him advice, but he has the same name as my storytelling colleague in Ireland. I accidentally sent him the email, and he was very kind to respond back. But I wasn't even thinking of sending him an email. I'm like, should I take the gig? I don't want to start give out free performances because I don't want to set precedent of me doing, free performances. So they gave me some advice. Some people say, do it. Other people say, don't do it. It really is up to me. I have been on the fence on it. And it's been 2 days since I got the email and I haven't written back, which is kind of weird for me because I do tend to respond very quickly to emails because I know people are waiting. So, JM says, I definitely sympathize there. I haven't worked in my writing in weeks because I have been worn out from work. Yeah, no, wearing out is real. It's a real thing. So I live about an hour away from Johannesburg, Tennessee. It's considered the storytelling capital of the world, a big festival in October. Oh, I'd love to go there. I'd be so hyped. I wanted to go last year to the International Storytelling Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland, but in the end I did not have the money, and this year I won't be able to go because I'm already purchasing this with this upgrade of mic of technology. There goes like my money for any traveling that I have to do, that I want to do, apart from the one that I'm going to do in to Boston this year. There's no other traveling that I can do because I don't have the budget. I don't have the money, but I would love to go to that. It'd be so sweet. I don't like these claws. I'm going to change them. They look more like paws and claws. Claws are... I don't like those claws either, but they look more like claws than paws. Anyway, let's continue here. really don't have much space. I should mention that I used to give free tours to international college students, so I know the history well there. Oh, that's cool. Let me just pull it up here. You guys can see how it's going on. There it is. I don't like this either. I want to make it a little bit more like aggressive, more dragon-like. But we're getting there. We're really working on it. We're really good at doing it. But I want more of a dragon snout. Really nice. There's nothing wrong with doing something you don't like. It's so true. It is so true. Those are facts. There we go. I like that much better. That second head is really sleek, like a deer. I agree. That's a lot more lizardy. Yeah. Looks a lot more lizardy now, eh? There it is. Look at that. There's a big difference. That looks more like a dragon. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I know. I'm liking it too. So, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I was gonna do a butterfly idea, but I think I'm just gonna stick to this one's turning out a little bit more classic, so I'll just Ah, this beauty right here is called a knittable eraser. A kneadable art eraser. So you can get these. This is Faber-Castell, great thing, and it's basically an eraser that picks up the lead. Instead of rubbing it off, it picks it up, so it doesn't destroy the watercolor too much, but just picks up what I need. So right now, for example, if you can see, it's very, very dark here, right? Because I'm using a lot of pencil, a lot of lead for the sketch. Once I can rub it off with this, it just lighten it up. And you see, it picks up on the lead, but it doesn't go all the way. And obviously it's black here because there's the lead. So this is an art tool, very, very loved by artists. Am I not right, Tabitha? I love my kneaded eraser, or kneadable eraser. Oh yeah, absolutely. Most interesting and wonderful, wonderful item to have in your art supplies. Love my. I'm telling you. It's one of the things that once you find it, you cannot go back. I mean, I do use an eraser, a normal eraser, but there's nothing like a kneadable eraser to add to use. And then yes, so yeah, you do kind of get, because it's so like this, you kind of start, playing around with it, and when you have a tick, you kind of go like this, Anyway, I just play around with it in my hand sometimes. So I just remembered tomorrow tickets for Sailor Moon. Oh no way! Oh, you just hit a spot. Oh, I love Sailor Moon. I am one big, huge Sailor Moon fan. For my big birthday that I had a couple years ago, my friends knew that I loved Sailor Moon so much. They made me one of my best friends made me a card of Sailor Moon, and the other one did another one that. Oh my gosh, you're going to the Sailor Moon live musical. Oh my gosh, enjoy, my good man. You're so lucky. I love Sailor Moon. So it could be a stress ball. Exactly, yeah. So right now what I'm doing, I'm kind of just kneading it in my other hand while I work on this. So, and it's great because it really gets to these parts here that you want to clean. So, Bay, Sailor Moon Scout. I have to say Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon herself is my favorite scout. I do have a second favorite, which is, oh gosh, I really love all the inner Sailor Scouts, but the outer Sailor Scouts are just so strong. Sailor Saturn, for example. So Sailor Moon is my favorite. I know a lot of people really like Sailor Mars, who, more strength to them, but I think she's too, I don't know. But Sailor Saturn is, wow. I played Sailor Moon games with snacks and comics at PAX a year or two ago. Oh, cool. Who's a really big Sailor Moon fan? Lethal Lightning. Lethal is a big Sailor Moon fan. And also my good friend Rayron RV, he has an amazing Sailor Moon collection. When I did my 2 Sailor Scouts in crochet, I really had a lot of fun doing that. I did Sailor Moon and I did Sailor. I still have Sailor Jupiter here, And yes, I do believe Sailor Mercury is super highly underrated. Yes, I agree. Yeah, no, Sailor. Oh gosh, and I've seen the entire series, like all the way to Sailor Moon Stars. I've read all the comics. I have the comics on digital. I don't have them in physical. I have to say, I don't have the money for that, but I do have them in digital. But wow. See if I can find some other claws that I can adjust to. Some people already did like a butterfly. Give me some claws, man. Give me some claws. Oh, there it is. There we go. That's some nice claws right there. Okay. So I haven't watched the Pretty Guardian Sailor anime some time left or after Nemesis arc. I have to say the first one is always going to be my favorite when she goes against Queen Beryl and Queen Metallica. Sailor Moon Crystal is also a really good one. I really didn't enjoy too much Sailor Moon Stars, to be honest. It's not bad, but I prefer other seasons of Sailor Moon. The first one is, I think, the one that I most enjoy. And then the third season, which is when with the future, no, Sailor Moon Crystal. I didn't even know that they were doing like a real thing of that. Oh wow. I hope Raybon goes. I really do. He's such a big Sailor Moon fan. I'm sure he would enjoy it. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stop it there. Seems like it's impossible to visit a con and not see a lady dressed in sailor suit. Agreed. I totally agree. When I went to an expo fan a couple years ago, I made Sailor Jupiter out of crochet. And then afterwards, and then I was walking around with my, I don't know, I think it was my Jedi costume, with my Jedi cosplay. I was walking around with my Sailor Jupiter, and then I found two Sailor Jupiters, like two of them. It was so cool. Like two cosplayers with Sailor Jupiter. I'm like, I have to take a picture with this. And they're like, go for it. It was so cool. All right, where's my, oh, here it is. So I want my bright colors. I have two sets of watercolors, if you guys haven't noticed. They're two regular ones, they're okay. But one of them is brighter than the other. This one's brighter than the one that I was using previously. However, this one granulates a lot easier than the one that I had before that. So they have the pros, they have the cons. Speaking of cons. Oh, Oh, okay. Oh, right. So you've never seen the 90s one. Okay. Fair enough. Crystal, I have to say I loved Sailor Crystal. I saw some of them. I have to say I can't really say that I saw all of them. I need a scratch paper. Ah, here it is. So here we go. This is a scary part because I mess up here and it's done. It's over. It's like I can't go back. So I have to say that Sailor Moon Crystal is much prettier than the original one. I know some people really, really like the original one, but the crispiness of Sailor Moon Crystal is just so gorgeous. And it's based on the manga, which is something that I really like. I prefer the story of the manga story than I do the anime version, personally. Again, that is preference. I know Lethal will probably say differently. Also, Lady Gravemaster is a really big fan. And I know they both like Sailor Moon, the anime, the 90s one. But Sailor Moon Crystal, the sharpness of the drawings are just so gorgeous that, oof, like, wow, it's just such an amazing improvement. And then in Sailor Moon anime, I know there's the second season. It's okay. It's not that great, but it's like it doesn't continue with it. It's not a continuation of the story. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, they go back to like not knowing each other again, and it's like, dude, you have to do it over again. It's like, nah. Whereas Sailor Moon Crystal, they continue into the third season, so the second season doesn't exist. So I wanted so badly to watch Sailor Moon as a kid. Aww. Okay, Tabitha, I have to tell you this. Sailor Moon back in the 90s was so much more wholesome than it is now. I can tell you that much. Now you're an adult. I mean, you can discern which is right, what's right and what's not, and things like that. When you're a kid, you can't discern. So I remember that when I was watching it here in Canada, they would only play it until season 3, and then that's it. They would go back to season 1. They would not put season 2, season 4, and season 5, season 6. And I wasn't allowed to watch it back then. I tried watching it a few years ago. She is very whiny. I have to say she is very whiny. But I think Sailor Moon Crystal would be a good watch then. So like I was saying, yeah, Sailor Moon. So they didn't air the new ones because, well, I mean, you had characters that didn't comply in that day. You had Sailor Uranus or Uranus, and Sailor Neptune, who are a couple. And then you had Sailor Moon Stars, who changed their figures from guys to girls. So you had those kinds of things back then. Yes, I was. you know. Well, nowadays it's like, okay, I mean, there are a couple, all right, you know, agree or not agree. They're still, you know, they're Sailor Scouts, and they just want to, you know, peace and justice. Kudos to them. You know, you may agree, you may not agree. But in the 90s, you know, and now we're all adults, and we can decide, you know, what to watch and what not to watch, and you know, everyone has their principles, and like I said, people agree with it, people don't. Tara Crystal, thank God you said, you know, I'm ready for the hate. Well, I never finished watching Death Note. So there you go. I would like to. But I got nervous, to tell you the truth. I just got really nervous watching Death Note. Gotta run. Okay, bye Tabitha, take care. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I'm gonna try and not mess up. I just went with the full red. No orange, no nothing. Just went full on red. That's okay. It took another turn. This dragon took another turn than I thought that it would go. So this is an interesting take. That's the way art goes, you know, you go one way, you go another. So yeah. Anyway, I still love Sailor Moon. I love her to pieces. I love the anime. I love the story. It is the greatest love story ever told. You know, Tuxedo Mask, and oh my gosh, it just had everything I loved. So. When Sailor Moon, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball were becoming big here in the US, that's when I moved on from anime and Japanese culture. Oh, Dragon Ball is another big one. Pokemon obviously is a huge one. Loved them, both of them. I did see the whole series of Dragon Ball Z. No, the Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. I watched them all. But I didn't watch them here in Canada. I watched them in Mexico. Mexico was a big consumer of anime before the US, I think. And I used to go to cons there, very small cons, obviously. But it was so cool. It was a big thing. And then I moved on from that to other animes. I watched one that was called Fushigi Yugi, which is kind of like Sailor Moon style-ish, in a sense that there's a girl who goes into a book, actually. She and her best friend, her first, and then the best friend when they switch places and she goes back. She becomes a priestess, and in order to go back to her world, she had to find like the warriors, you know. And obviously she falls in love. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, typical. But you know what? I love the typical. I love the cheesy type. You know, it's like, oh, I know what's going to happen. It's like, I know. Isn't it great? And then I watched Ranma 1.5. Again, big anime fan. All right, let's go for the pearly pearl ones. These ones here. We're gonna go for these metal ones right here. Let's start off with this nice bright yellow here. I'm working this one here. So the thing about metal is that metal watercolors that you really have to work them a lot so that you can load your brush like so. And then you can start adding in the gold in there. Oh my gosh, Timu, thank you so much. I love these watercolors, Timu. Kudos to Timu. Showing my age. First, I saw anime was 7. The 70s with Gotcha Man, also known as Battle of the Planets. Then I saw an anime in Italy in the 80s. And so I had a head start. True. Okay, so another one that was really big with my first few friends from school was Candy, which was basically a soap opera. That's what it was. It wasn't anything else but a soap opera in anime. And yes, shame on me. I did watch it. I was like, Candy, woo! And I was like, later on, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just watched that thing. But it was a big thing. So yeah, so I watched it. I liked it to a certain extent, but then I was like, it isn't that great. So yeah, I watched Candy first. Not first. My first contact with anime was Sailor Moon, and for that I will be forever grateful. Candy, yes, Candy. With Anthony. Oh my gosh, it was so pathetic at one point. Really was pathetic. Anyway, the things is that, and then there was one of my favorite animes of all time as well is called Magic Knights Rayearth. It has the same, again, Sailor Moon vibe, and it's a story of 3 very different girls from Earth and from different schools who go to this magic land called Rayearth to quote unquote rescue the princess from the evil priest of the land. And I say quote unquote because if you want spoilers, let me know. I will tell you, but I don't want to spoil it for people who may want to watch it. Don't think anybody on this channel. I watched the first 2 episodes of oh my gosh, you know it. Oh wow, you're probably one of the few people who actually know it. Who know Magic Knights Rayearth. There's a lot of people who don't know it. Amazingly enough, yeah. It's not very well known. And then another one that's not very well known, obviously, is Fuchigi Yugi, which I really liked. It was definitely a different twist from all the other ones that I had watched. Yep, 3 girls who were teleported to a medieval fantasy land. Yeah, feel free to discuss it. I'll probably forget it by the time I watch it. Okay, so, all right. So it's the 3 girls who go, like Tara Crystal said, to a magic land. Is this Fred? Hang on a second. Along with this, I'm discussing the colors on my palette scheme right here. So it's 3 girls who go to a magic land to quote unquote rescue my swatch. Now, it's kind of like a cherry Well, let's try another metallic one that I have, which is the Windsor. So these 3 girls go because they're summoned, and this is more like coppery. Do I want copper? Well, maybe we want copper on the wings here. So yeah, so it's 3 girls who go to this magic land, and they are asked to rescue the princess. However, in order to do that, they have to get they have to connect with their, it's not gods. Any gods? I don't know. They have to become knights. They have to become the knights rare. And the princess was kidnapped by Zagot, I think his name. Anyway, evil high priest of the land, and they meet all these different people who are trying to help the evil, quote unquote, evil high priest of the land. And then they're defeated, they're killed, or they become friends, or they even fall in love with one of the girls. So you have Hikaru, we have Fu, and you have Umi. And I'm gonna stop right there because I wanna ink it. I actually want to ink this thing like with real ink. So the girls fight, and then they get to the princess. And you really want me to keep on going? You sure? I can totally spoil the end for you. I don't really mind because I already know it. So I might as well tell you. So here's the catch. I quit anime because all the companies began doing dubbing instead of subtitling. Chinese is a beautiful language, so that it ruined. Okay, fair enough. Bingo. Gotta check out. I have an idea where it's going. All right, thank you so much for dropping by. Awesome to have you on the stream as always, JM, the elite fan. Hope to see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. And yes, you probably know where it's going to go. So bye. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my gosh, it's almost 9 o'clock? Goodness me. Oh my gosh. I did it again. I didn't see the hour. It's 4 minutes to 9 o'clock here, East Side Pacific. And I wanted to show you guys this new thing that I just got from a fan. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I didn't do the other 2, but I like how they're going. I was gonna use my super duper nib to do it, but it's gonna take me too long, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna let it dry though, which is probably a good thing before I ink. So before I go, I'd love to show you guys this new thing that I received in the mail. Put this aside. And it is this beautiful marker pad. And it's not this Ohulu. which is probably one of the best brands in markers, but this is pretty darn good. And what I mean is pretty darn good because this babe right here is specifically for alcohol markers. And I have here my super duper batch of Copic markers that I got from another benefactor. Thank you so much. They are sweet. They are so soft. They're butter. When I tried it like a week back, I was just like, oh, this is so soft. So let me just give you a little taste here before we go. It's probably going to take me a while to learn how to do this. So so let's pretend that I'm doing I'm going to do a box, or I'm going to do a blend, right? So, oh, these are so sweet. So we're going to do a blend here of that. I'm going to go for a little bit. These are so sweet. They really are like butter. So I'm just learning how to use these. I really don't, I've never worked with alcohol markers. So I've just learned that in order to blend, you really have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It is just so nice. It's like, whew. Yes, I'm starting to understand why Terra Crystal, that she enjoys them. Because look, I mean, look at that. That is just too sweet. And I'm gonna go back with the orange one here. And to tell you the truth, guys, I don't think I would ever be able to purchase these Copic markers. So thank you to the benefactor who got me these. And what I love about this one here is that it doesn't bleed on the other side, which is why I love this pad. I can work on both sides and it doesn't matter. I can have both sides to practice. I can have both sides to, and yes, like I said, I understand why she enjoys the alcohol markers so much. Yeah, I wanted to try that. It's like I said, they feel like butter when you start like working it. It's like, wow, I've never had markers like these. So alcohol markers sound really convenient. You can draw and get drunk. It's true. I never really thought of that. I was just thinking, it's like, oh, this is so nice. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this here. Thank you so much to the benefactor that got me this. Thank you so much. Anyway, oh dear. It's kind of like drink and draw. Every month I host what I call an art cafe, in which I provide everything, including coffee and everything except the food, for people who want to just pass, a nice time, a nice afternoon. But it's also called drink and draw, in which you have alcohol and you have you have your art supplies and you just do art. Anyway, that's all I have for today. It is 9:02 p.m. Eastern time. Today is a work night, and we still all have to work. Oh, most of us have to work tomorrow. So thank you so much for coming to another episode of Art and Chatting. We're going strong. We're going every week. If I'm not on here on Saturday, you'll definitely see me. Oh, I will be on Tabitha's stream tomorrow, art party, 8:30, I think, on her channel. So go check that out. I will be on there, and if I don't stream on Saturday, I'll definitely stream on next Thursday. So everybody, thank you so much for making me this time so happy for me. Thank you for all the support, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Check it out. Peace out, everybody.